Me and contenders ain't got no relation. So what you win if ain't no reparation? How much you spending on your preparation? I'm about them binges so to win and be the motivation. Determination is intention plus the willpower. Real power, pressure you should feel. Ours, bills tower. Over us, I overcome, I'm overcomes. I need direct transactions. Don't wanna wait till you load the funds. You hold the funds and Joe's will come. Promote the clerk, demote your son. I overthrow the CEO, I'm taking over some. The chosen one, you throw me one, you owe me two. You holding one, I'm holding you accountable. Act like you owe me one. Look, every lesson learned is a lesson taught. Every blessing earned is a blessing caught. Promise I'm meek and humble and grateful for every bit. The head is heavy, so your promise have a heavy fit. The BiggDogg Chico Show. That sports talk. Scope up.
Yeah. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all see what's going on, man. BiggDogg Chico to the scene, the place to be, coming to you live and direct, bringing you some breaking news. I'm sure it's all over the internet right now. Everybody's making YouTube videos about it and doing their below the clock thing, them. But you already know what time it is, man. This is the commitment party, so to speak. This is BiggDogg Chico, and we got Julian Lewis. Ain't no more we want Julian, it's we got Julian. All right, so let me know what y'all think right now in the comment section. As Julian Lewis has officially committed to the Colorado Buffaloes on the Pat McAfee Show. So it's a done deal, a major announcement, a major move. And Coach Prime's new era in Colorado has officially begun. All right, so we're going to let some comments come in. I'm going to make sure I answer you guys' questions real quick. Like, for whatever question you have, I'm going to make sure I give you my analysis on this situation. I sat here and told you guys on each show that I've been on that it's going to be the aftermath. It's going to be the second coming. It's going to be the new era. It's going to be we coming once again. We still here. When Julian Lewis comes about and he brings everyone with him, or so to speak, everybody joins along and comes to the party and joins Julian in Colorado with Coach Prime. It's only right. Shout out to Big Corday Smith and all the other recruits that see what's going on, and they're like, you know what? It's time to go. You know what I mean? So this is just opening. This is just the start of what's to come for Coach Prime in Colorado. I posted the other day that Coach is not looking, in my opinion, to leave Colorado. Why? He has everything he wants there, and he's looking to build a dynasty. He said repeatedly he's not here to chase after and to follow his sons. If anything, they're going to follow him, and he'll set up the play. So I think if we're going to skip over and talk about NFL right now, I think this solidifies and showing that Coach Prime's plans are to stay right there in Boulder where it's colder and get busy. NFL plans, if any, are way down the line after, I think, for one, Shedeur Sanders is in the league for about 3 to 4 years, and he's going to see how that works out. Is he in a good situation? Do I need to come save him after 4 years of winning in college football or however long? I don't think that's going to be the case, but I think that's the only scenario where Coach Prime goes to the league. He's not going to go there with the draft. He's not going to go there Shedeur's first rookie year. He's not going to go there and try to build. Nah, he's going to let Shedeur go off and fly on his own and see what happens along with the other sons. And then in the meantime, he gets a 5-star recruit like Julian Lewis, who's very young, graduated high school early, reclassified from the 26 class to the 25 class, has a great relationship with a lot of guys out there. A lot of recruits are seeing that this 5-star quarterback is now in Colorado, and they're going to continue this Coach Prime era in Colorado. Why not go be a part of this? Why not go, if I'm a top receiver, why not go play with one of the top QBs in the class at the program that has the biggest stage in college football? Why not do that? So I think the floodgates are now open for Coach Prime Colorado and Julian Lewis. The floodgates are now wide open for Coach Prime in Colorado and Julian Lewis. I'm going to read off the official news from what went on today. And I will say it like this right here. Breaking news. Colorado lands its top target in the 2025 class. Blue chip quarterback Julian Lewis is a buff. 5 months after posting an iconic picture with Shedeur Sanders where he's receiving the keys from Shedeur Sanders, and Shedeur standing over him while Julian is in the Colorado throne, so to speak, is official. And on his official visit to Colorado, quarterback Julian Lewis made the switch. The 6'1.5", 185-pound Lewis from Carrollton, Georgia. He announced his plans to play college football in Boulder during an appearance on ESPN's Pat McAfee Show this Thursday, or should I say this morning. Sanders handed over the keys to Lewis, signifying an upcoming change of the guard at Colorado. And, of course, it was not easy for the Buffaloes to land Lewis's commitment. He's an Elite 11 finalist. Lewis spent 15 months on USC's commitment list. He also visited Auburn and Indiana officially and flirted with Georgia in recent weeks. Lewis took 4 visits to Colorado in order to make an informed decision. During his official visit in June, Buffaloes fans showed up outside the Champion Center with signs to welcome him, and Lewis got an opportunity to try JuJu's Precision Pass Burger on the menu, an item named after him at the Sink in Boulder. That's the nice restaurant in Boulder called the Sink. Even the Boulder Theater had a message for JuJu Lewis, and it says, "Let's make history, JuJu. We will see you soon. Love, Boulder." Colorado has a lot of energy, Lewis previously told 24/7 Sports. He also said Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, is super positive and motivating. Talking to offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach Pat Shermer and Shedeur, they made it clear that I have the opportunity to play early, which is important to Lewis. So, yes, him playing early is what he kind of targeted and honed in on with Colorado. Lewis was ranked the #1 overall prospect in the 2026 class before he decided to reclassify. As a 2025 prospect, Lewis is now currently the #6 quarterback in the rankings, the #6 on the Georgia State rankings, and the #25 nationally on the 247 Sports Composite. JuJu Lewis was named the Max Prep National Freshman of the Year in 2022, the Max Prep National Sophomore of the Year in 2023, and now playing his 3rd and final prep season. Lewis has led Carrollton to an 11-0 record. Damn. There's only one other guy I know like that. That's a guy named Trent Seaborn, who's originally from Hawaii, but lives in Alabama now and leading the Thompson High School 6 or 7A football to state championships. He did it as an 8th grader and now doing it as a 9th and 10th grader also. The Trojans are set to face Valdosta. The Trojans, which are Lewis's high school, they're set to face Valdosta in the 2nd round of Georgia Class 6A playoffs on Friday night. 247 Sports Director of Scouting Andrew Ivins described Lewis as a de facto point guard on the gridiron that can distribute the ball like few others. Here's the rest of his evaluation of Lewis's game. And I quote, he said, "Won't blow many away with his build, but makes up for his subpar measurables with his ability to scan the field and manipulate defenses with his eyes. Compact release allows him to rip tight, accurate spirals to all different levels. Might not have a true cannon, but will drop balls over coverage well into the deeper third. Has proven to be a crafty mover both in and outside of the pocket and will extend plays like a true escape artist. He elected to forego his senior season after reclassifying and moving up a year, but has already shown that he is well ahead of the curve, posting a 25-3 record in 2 seasons while competing in the Peach State's highest classification. Size might not be a sticking point for some, but rare intangibles make him one of the top passers of the 2025 cycle, as he constantly finds ways to move the chains. Tailor-made for a modern spread attack that wants to push the pace and constantly challenge defenses." End quote. Over 39 varsity games at Carrollton, Lewis has completed 69% of his passes for over 10,000 yards with 136 touchdowns and 18 interceptions. He has also scored 2 rushing touchdowns during his current season with the Trojans. Coach Prime has now been able to land his top high school recruiting target for the 5th straight recruiting cycle, dating back to the beginning of his college coaching journey at Jackson State, I love. And that was in 2021, where he got his son, Shedeur Sanders. 2022, where he got his other son, Travis Hunter. 2023, where he got 5-star Kamani McLean cornerback, who's currently at the University of Florida. Then he got last year big Jordan Seaton, who's now one of the top freshmen in college football, been starting and playing every snap at the left tackle position, protecting Shedeur Sanders' blind side in 2024. And now he has Julian Lewis in the class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, everybody listening in to this, please let me know what y'all think about this, to have the big time, the big gun, Julian Lewis, to come along and join Coach Prime and Colorado for the new era that's going to be taking place right after this, man. Hey, more guys to come. Y'all stay tuned. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I think Coach Prime was like, hey, Doug, go ahead, you go ahead and commit earlier than what we usually do, because other guys need to see this early as they can, and they're going to come along and join you and us also. You feel me? It's only going to happen like that. That's how it's going to happen. I sat here and told you guys. I should pull it up on my Facebook page. I sat here and told you Coach Prime is looking to build a dynasty in college football. And also I think that window for someone to take over Nick Saban's role in college football is wide open. And that's what Coach Prime is primed and tailored for, to take over that role in college football, to be that charismatic coach that everybody wants to come play for, that's winning ball games. That's where it starts at, also winning, creating a culture, getting the right pieces in place, great coaching staff. And, what else can you ask for? You know what I mean? Coach Prime time, baby. He's making big moves and big waves in Colorado. You feel me? All I got to say is y'all stay tuned, because there's going to be more to come. JuJu is just the tip of the iceberg. Just the tip. Pause. All right, let me see what some of the comments saying. Okay, let me go right to the comments. Y'all go ahead and let me know any questions y'all have, anything you want me to read off, put them in the comments right now. Sharon Laverne Fuller said, oh, now we've been waiting to hear from you, Sko Buffs. I'm here, baby, and I'm back. And this next week coming up, you're going to see a lot of this face right here on your screen. Myra Monique, oh, now. Shirley Kimball up in this thing. Hello, everyone. Go Buffs in the building. Yes, sir. Oh, now, Miss E. Willer. All my pretty ladies in the building. All my pretty ladies put a 1 in the chat one time. All my pretty ladies put a 1 in the chat. All my ugly guys, don't say nothing. But if you're a good-looking guy, put something in the chat right now. Breezy Gibson said, I live in Georgia, only 30 minutes from Carrollton High School. Boom. Appreciate that, Breeze. I think your impact and your love for Colorado and Coach Prime impacted JuJu, and he felt it all the way from 30 minutes away. And he said, I got to go to Colorado. Gerald Nielsen, oh, now for the JuJu train to arrive full of 4- and 5-star players. That's where it's going down at. First year, we got what we could. This year, we got better players. You feel me? That fit the mold. We got a couple of 3, 4 stars. Next year, we're going to get those players that fit the mold, that are now also ranked 4, and the 5 stars are coming too, baby. You feel me? JuJu Lewis has set it off like the movie in a major way. Go Buffs. Card next. IMG Recruits tap in. IMG Recruits tap in, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Soldier. Oh, now Soldier. Oh, now Pretty Mimi in the chat. Salute BiggDogg from South Carolina. Blue Devil G. Oh, now. Coach Prime told all haters last year, you better catch me now. You better get me now, dog, because this is the worst we're going to be. Next year, we're going to beat the brakes off y'all. That's what he should have said. Passing the keys to JuJu. Do you think we need to hire for CU official QB coach for JuJu? What do you mean, Sean Fitzpatrick? I think he's going to fit right in with select QBs. I think DC might start QB coaching them, or y'all don't realize Coach Pat Sherman is a great QB coach. So JuJu going to be fine. I think he already has a trainer right now. But if you get with DC, that'll be a good move too. Congratulations, Coach Dion, Coach Prime Time Sanders, rest of the Louis package, packing their bags now. Boom, exactly. They're coming. Appreciate that, Nia. What's good, Chico and the Goose Freeman? Oh, now, Reverend BJ Nelson. The commits are going to be rolling in now, baby. You better believe it. The transfer portal is the new recruiting, though. That's going to be huge, too, the transfer portal. Woo! we're gonna kick butt in the transfer portal. Y'all saw Big Bear Alexander left USC. I felt he should have came to Colorado this year. You feel me? But he went to USC. I think he took some money over there, and now he's back. That's just me, allegedly. I think he took the money to go to USC, realized it's not the place. I don't even think I wanted to be there anyway, but I needed some cash. Got the cash, then moved his ass to come to Colorado. You understand me? I think he's coming. Hey, yo, nigga. There we go. That old Warren's in the chat, baby. That old my Warren's in the chat, baby. It's about to get crazy. Go Buffs. Definitely is about to get crazy. IMG pipeline coming. Watch. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. They haven't seen nothing yet, Reverend BJ Nelson. I love it, but the transfer portal changes the game, how we look at these 5-star recruits. Yeah, so y'all think of a top transfer quarterback wanting to come to Colorado that we'll take him right now, or are we good with JuJu? I think we're good with JuJu. Blessing, young fellow. You be on it. Watching from Rio de Janeiro. Rex Erickson, I appreciate you, big dog. Checking in. You feel me? Nothing. Giddy Country Boys, nothing. Let's go, Buffs. Yes, Lord Prime. Live 2025. It's going to be a big year, man, coming up. JuJu game is like Caleb Williams. We definitely finna load up on talent. This is what college coaches feared the most, that Deion would take over recruiting. And now he already became the king of the portal. Now y'all let him become the king of recruiting like Nick Saban was? JuJu made a great decision because he will be prepared for the next level like no other. That's what a lot of these recruits seeing too, that this great NFL type staff that Coach Prime has, these great connections that Coach Prime has, will propel them to get into the league and professional careers in other spaces. You know, USC and their coach over there has a great track record, has 5 quarterbacks in the league right now, but it's a new era, dog. It's a new era. Who wouldn't take the keys from Shedeur Sanders and come fit right in with Coach Prime? All right. I think he made a great decision, and this is only going to continue to open it up for the recruits coming in, the wide receivers that we already have on a roster with Cam Michael, Draylon Miller. Who else coming back? I don't know why I'm going blank right now, but we got guys coming back that's going to be playing with Cordell Russell, who's I'm thinking about. Baby T.O. is going to be there. So I think he's going to fit right in. Being a young guy, I think he'll be able to fit right in. And if he's, like he said, he's enrolling early, so he's going to be at Colorado as early as anyone, and he's going to be able to go through that spring and get in with Coach Shermer and go through the spring. So that's going to be like his own freshman season right there, going through the spring. So I'm going to see if I can show y'all this commitment from the Pat McAfee Show. Here we go right here. As my main man, JuJu Lewis, is now officially a Colorado Buffalo. Here is the video from there. Hopefully I won't get flagged for just playing the video and reacting to it, but we shall see. All right, I might have to cut this part out later on, but here we go. Add to the stage. There's JuJu Lewis and Pat McAfee, and here's what JuJu had to say upon the show.
Hi, everybody on earth is excited to hear where you're going to go to school. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Julian JuJu Lewis will be playing football for whom?
He's good. We already know, baby. Let's go. Turn it in, baby. Let's go.
Next year, brother.
I will be continuing my athletic and
Matter of fact, couldn't I have done this like this? I think if I played the speed a little bit faster, it probably won't get copyrighted, but I probably already got copyrighted now but here we go.
Will be continuing my athletic. I will be continuing my athletic and academic career at the University of Colorado.
Okay. Okay, congratulations. We're incredibly proud of you. We're pumped for you that you're able to make this decision. Now, obviously, this is going to be huge news, not only in Colorado, not only in the Big 12, but the NFL is going to have to talk about this as well because of all the storylines surrounding Coach Prime and what everybody's thinking there. And when you took your visit to Colorado, there was a photo of Shedeur basically handing
you the keys, big dog. And that's big time. It's going to be hard to not go with that right there. You got Shedeur Sanders handing you the keys. Why wouldn't you do it? You understand me? So that's him on the Pat McAfee Show. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. JuJu Lewis getting the keys from Shedeur Sanders and accepting it and making his commitment on the Pat McAfee Show. I'll show y'all some more.
Keys over to you. How big of a moment was this? And at what point did you know you wanted to be a Colorado Buffalo?
I mean, of course, it was big for me just coming in after Shedeur, just seeing what he's done to Colorado and what he's turned it into. But it's definitely a blessing getting put in this position to come in after him and with his dad. I mean, I couldn't beat it.
What are your conversations with Coach Prime like? And ultimately, because a lot of, obviously, we see what Travis Hunter's doing. Mm-hmm. And I think because he went to Colorado, he's been allowed to do all of these things. I think some other schools would have forced him to go.
That boy look good in that Colorado, don't he? That Colorado logo, that Colorado color, don't he? Fit perfectly with his hair color.
One way or the other, and we'd all be left out of watching greatness happen right in front of our eyes. What did Coach Prime tell you that made you feel comfortable about taking your career that has been prolific already and extending it with him in Colorado?
I mean, Coach Prime's always said, like, the best man's going to play, and that's really what I wanted, was to be able to come in and compete. Start.
You there? That man ain't say he wanted a job that's going to be handed to him. He said he's going to come in and compete. He didn't say he wanted a job that's going to be handed to him. He said he's going to come in and compete. But we already know what time it is. It's his job to lose. And let's go, baby.
As a freshman, I mean, I wouldn't have much fun sitting on the bench. So I was like, I want to come in somewhere I can get a chance to play. So he's going to let me compete for that. That was big for me.
So I assume you graduate here in December, and then you'll be up in Colorado?
I will be, yes, sir.
It's beautiful up there, brother. Now, you're from Georgia. It's hot. Are you?
And that's all we need to see right there, man. He's going to be there in the spring. He's going to get it in early this year. The aftermath is coming. Like Dr. Dre, the aftermath is coming. The resurgence is coming. The second coming is coming. And we got JuJu. No more we want JuJu. Y'all put a we got JuJu in the chat right now and flood this thing with a we got JuJu. All right? And the next time y'all hear me, it will be live on. We got Uncle Chico coming up. We got another BiggDogg show coming up. We got the live play-by-play coming up for the game. We got pregame, postgame, and so on. We got a lot of different shows coming up this week, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. And next week for Thanksgiving week, I'll make sure y'all get into the Uncle Chico chat and let us know what y'all think the top 5 should be for next week. We got a lot of things, man, coming for you guys. Matter of fact, I'm going to play something right here before we get up out of here. So I appreciate you guys joining me. I'm going to play this Colorado midweek live so y'all can see what I said when we get JuJu Lewis to come. This is what it was look like when we get him to come. I'm going to play some of this right here. For right now in Colorado, he's going to have next the challenge to prove people wrong once again, once his sons are gone and they say you can't do it without them, or it's going to be totally different without. Yes, it's going to be totally different. It's going to be the aftermath, the resurgence of what's going on when these recruits come in. It's going to be the new wave.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a new story that goes along with it. He's going to continue to build this program up because right now, in my opinion, it's wide open in college football for someone to step up and take that charismatic coach, Nick Saban role, and Prime is the perfect person for it. And these recruits are going to be attracted to it, and they're going to be there. They're going to be able to take that pick, and they're going to be winning for a long time before he really considers to go to the NFL, is what I think.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot to dissect with all that, right? I agree with you. I think, look, he has never said he wants to go to the NFL. In fact, he's always said the opposite. Mm-hmm. He's always said, I don't want to coach the NFL. He told us earlier this year, I'm not going to follow my sons. Like, I'm raising my sons. I'm not going to follow them. All the talk shows, Michael Irvin, all that, that's other people speculating.
Right.
The talk show you're talking about today, that's him asking IQ, what would you do?
What would you do?
But what Coach Prime has always said, and he even said it this week on Tuesday, he's like, look, I got my kickstand down. I like it here. He said, I love it here.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. I firmly believe that if he's coaching in 2025, it's going to be at the University of Colorado. So much to dissect right there. The transfer portal thing, right? This is a whole other topic. We could do a whole show on this, but he's been blasted so much by national people for this is not the way you recruit. This is not how you do it. Did you hear what Kyle Whittingham said on Monday when he talked about Colorado again? And he was asked, Coach, you look at the top of the Big 12 and two of the teams that are in contention now, Colorado, Arizona State, even BYU to an extent, have transformed quite a bit. They've used the transfer portal. How is it they're able to move so quick and get better? And Kyle Whittingham was the transfer portal. That's why. And so guess what? Here's one of the legends in the sport right now saying, yeah, that's a pretty good way to do it. And so Coach Prime has proved people wrong, and not just him, but Kenny Dillingham is proving people wrong. We're seeing around college football. Kurt Signetti in Indiana is proving people wrong.
Right.
Yes, this is how you can build college football teams in this day and age. And so, as CU fans, I think, we're kind of jumping ahead of ourselves, but you worry about what's it going to look like after Shedeur and after Travis and after Shiloh and these guys.
The same answer.
They're going to find other guys. It's just not going to be his sons.
Right.
There's a lot of other really good football players out there that are going to look at this and say, I want to play for him.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's wide open. All three of those coaches you named are all Coach of the Year candidates, Coach Prime and Indiana and Arizona State. But, with these players, they're realizing that seat is open.
Yeah.
Shedeur is gone. Travis is going to be gone. Here's your chance to step right in there, Julian Lewis.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? So
right.
here's your chance to do that. You can go into obscurity and go to Indiana and do your thing or whatever else. Go to stay at Georgia, already decommitted from USC. But Coach Prime is the only one that offers this unique opportunity right here, man. Yeah. And you can step in day one, be a starter for 3-4 years, however you want. And you got everything right there at your feet. And you can attract even more recruits there to come play with you. And it's a clean slate from there.
And look at this team that, we know Travis and Shedeur are the biggest stars, but look at some of the very key players on this team right now. Will Shepard, LeJontay Wester, Jordan Seaton, Chidozie Nwankwo, DJ McKinney, Preston Hodge. These guys were not on the team last year.
Right.
There's a lot of guys who were not on this team last year that are making major significant impacts on this team that might be all conference type players.
Yes.
But they just went out and got last offseason. So guess what's going to happen this offseason if Coach Prime and his staff stays? They're going to go find some new guys.
It's going to be guys finding them.
Right.
It's going to be guys that's transferring from some of these bigger schools and smaller schools, but better players and guys that fit the mold. They're going to be coming in now. It's just going to be I think several more high profile players than they were last year. We had some players this year that came in. They were great players across the board, but not as high profile, I think, as we're going to have even this year. And it's going to continue to go. The guys we brought in, the guys you named, have all been great.
And there's more
great impact,
right?
And there are more that we didn't even name. That's like a Quincy Wiggins we saw last week. That's going to be a guy that's going to make plays in the years to come. Cordell Russell and so on. There's going to be guys that's going to make plays.
BJ Green.
BJ, come on, man.
I mean, BJ
Sam
Green,
Okunlola.
Unbelievable. Sam Okunlola, Dayon Hayes.
Dayon Hayes. Yeah.
Anquin Barnes, right?
So
Keaton
guys,
Wade.
the name that a lot of people, some of them came from bigger schools last year and no one knew their name.
Yeah.
And I think prime spotlight and you get NIL deals, commercials, and but you got to play ball. You got to do what you got to do, and these other things will come also.
And we've been seeing them kind of get the 3 to 4 star type of transfers, right? They're going to start getting, to your point, the 4 to 5 star transfers. Because now because last year it was kind of like, I kind of want to be a part of that, but they're coming off 4-8. This year it's going to be, I want to be a part of that because they're coming off of 12-3, 12-2, whatever.
And TV every game. TV every game.
Yeah. And
every time we look up.
things like that. So
this
is going to be an interesting offseason. And we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot
in December
to talk about
for sure. That's for sure.
This could be a year long. We can sit here and talk about this.
Yeah.
But for this game coming up, we got a comeback of Michael Welch. He's going to be returning, the super freshman. So that's going to be 4 freshmen on the offensive side of the ball making impacts that we've seen. Cash, Cleveland, Jordan, Seaton, Draylon Miller, and now Michael Welch coming back once again. How important do you think that's going to be to the run game in this ball game specifically versus Kansas?
Yeah, I think it's going to be key because Welch, to me, has been one of their top 2 backs this year. Love Dallin, but I think Welch has been better. I think Welch gives them a different element. I think they've been missing that. I like what Isaiah has been doing. That was a nice run that he had the other day. Longest touchdown run by a Buff in 6 years, by the way. So that was pretty impressive. But
he shot out of there like a cannon, didn't he?
Yes, he did. They weren't and you watch that play, and the linebacker was right in that hole, and then at the snap, he went around the edge to try to stunt and moved out of that hole.
That's the footage I wanted to make sure I let you guys see. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the chat right now. Run it up in the chat right now. Run them likes up. Put a 10 in the chat for JuJu Lewis for us getting the number 1 QB in the class of 2026 and number 6 rated player in the class of 2025, and that is JuJu. Can you hear me now? Did I pause? Testing 1, 2. Yes. All right. Make sure y'all put it in the chat right now. Let me know what you're thinking. Put a 10 in the chat for JuJu Lewis. I would like to say this. Shout out to Philip Dukes. Shout out to Uncle Neely. We mentioned this on the show Monday on You Tell Me. Let me see if I can cue it up right quick. But y'all need to check us out every week on You Tell Me, and you'll see I'm producing the show. Uncle Neely's hosting along with Philip Dukes. I know some of you guys have seen it, but let me add this to the stage for a couple minutes so y'all can check out a couple of snippets from this show right here.
The slow starts, we've gotten accustomed because you guys have given me an independent platform where, dude, you gonna make some money, bro. Come on with it. And it's like you ain't gotta just keep taking what they give. And I say this, I liken it to when black coaches a lot of times, and I've always wanted to say this. In the NFL, they take the worst job possible. And then they get canned early. And instead of waiting their time until they get the right job. And you guys have provided me a way to, I don't have to do anything else if I don't want to. Like we talked that
watching combined first episode of the weekly show. You
very specific strategy when they went into this, which was to say that we're not just going to be passing out official visits because we're going to make sure we got enough when it counts for the transfer portal.
Sure.
And now just like, oh, well, everybody gets unlimited in the middle of the season. I ain't like that. So I know that You Tell Me about the impact was that it was a negative impact for those who strategized for the transfer portal. But at the same time, when you look at those guys who had that strategy, like an Ole Miss and a Colorado, they're strong in the portal regardless. And it's not just because of the visits. It's about who's hosting the visit. And I think that Coach Pratt, it ain't going to matter because in that portal this year, now you got proof of concept. You know that if you come to Colorado, you can win. It's going to be hard to tell the Buffaloes.
Yeah, proof of concept is mofo, man. We have the 1.6 watching. If y'all watch it, make sure you click that like button, hit that subscribe as well, whether you're on BiggDogg's channel or the pregame show. It's all the same love in the family. Make sure you hit that little thumbs up, hit that little bell for notifications, hit that subscription button, because we're going to bring this program, this show, every Mondays, 4:30 p.m. Mountain, 6:30 Eastern. You Tell Me with Duke the Scoop and Uncle Neely. Marcus Clark dropped 5. Appreciate that. Unc plus Duke equals the future. He's the future and now, brother. Appreciate that. Marcus Clark, we on something going to keep it going as well. Dude, I'm with you because I think everything what you just said was beautiful. Spot on. Nobody can push back on your knowledge of recruitment and how this thing operates. But the first words out your mouth, that's when the ball went over the fence. Got to get your bread right. Because I don't think people understand the financial burden on a university, on a football program, and the cost of an official visit. And when you're on an official visit, the program bears that cost. You can unofficially visit somewhere and you and your mama could drive, when you're on an official visit, that food, that hotel, that car you riding in, that stuff has to be budgeted for or fundraised for. And like you said, man, there's some people out there had a plan, and their plan was on the way. Not everybody could do it. But here's what I say. Whether it's stuff like that, or eventually, watch this, dude. Watch this now. Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
In the next year or two, you're going to have a rule that celebrities can't be in the locker room or can't bring teams out on the field. You're going to have rules that are just specifically designed without mentioning Deion Sanders' name. Because like you said earlier about recruitment, who from these other regions can go into other regions and get players? He can go from Colorado, Florida, to Texas, to Ohio, to DC and get guys. People can't. So you're going to see rules come in place. Just like Roy Williams, you can't horse tackle no more. Just like Emmitt Smith, you can't take your helmet off no more. You're going to have some unspoken prime rules that come down the pipeline to kind of stymie and hold back this brother's success and what he's doing, because there's just so many things that he can do that other programs and coaches can't do.
I'm glad Uncle Neely said that right there. They're going to try to stifle and stop this man from doing what he's doing and hold him back as much as they can, which is going to, good luck to him. Good luck, because nothing can stop you guys from changing the minds and influencing the minds of the young kids and athletes out there and the parents out there for over 30 years of experiencing and understanding who Coach Prime Deion Sanders is. That's why I don't think it can be replicated as easy as a lot of people think it can be, because Coach has been doing this for a long time. Shout out to who is that? Ray Lewis, who is trying to continue, or should I say not trying to continue, but who is actually looking like he's going to be the front runner for the FAU coaching job. Let me see if I can bring this up on the Big Dog Chico sports talk page on Facebook. But if you guys don't know, it looks like I shared this yesterday about Ray Lewis, and I'm sure it's been all over the internet and things like that. But it looks like he's the front runner for the FAU job. That's the Florida Atlantic University job. And here's the thing I said about that, and I'll get to Eddie George also in a second. Here we go. Coach Ray Lewis, the Hall of Famer, the former linebacker. You guys know who Ray Lewis is. Y'all know who that is, right? So I posted, said this is just the start, but I don't think there is a Deion Sanders model to follow. That's a slight discredit to what Coach Prime has done before arriving in Colorado. This is trending. Following Deion Sanders too. This is what they posted. Following the Deion Sanders to Colorado model, Hall of Fame linebacker Ray Lewis has emerged as a candidate to become the next head coach at Florida Atlantic University, sources tell ESPN via Adam Schefter. Great job, I think, a great opportunity for Ray Lewis, but is this a Coach Prime to Colorado model? Not at all. Coach didn't come off the couch or off the street and start coaching at Colorado. He didn't come off the couch and start coaching at Jackson State. He was coaching those guys before that, previously in high school, middle school, and little league. So he had that coaching experience on some level, right? Which really does matter. It's the fact that you can manage on some level, whether it's you're a manager or CEO of a business that's small or huge, as long as you've been able to manage people in a business before, that gives you that experience. And I think Coach Prime model is not to be followed or can't be duplicated. He has his sons that play, has his son doing media, has staff around him that he's built up over years, got trusted individuals around him. Ray Lewis is going to have to hire people that he hasn't been through the fire with in the coaching, hasn't been recruiting with, doesn't have sons next to him, doesn't have family around him in the same capacity as Coach Prime. So this is a whole different task for Ray Lewis. Good luck to him. I hope he makes it work. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about Ray Lewis going to FAU. Shout out to JuJu Lewis once again, committing and becoming a Colorado Buffalo officially now. Should be signing soon and more to come. Hey, man, this is a big day for Colorado, and this is just the beginning. Y'all let me know what y'all think right now in the chat. Y'all know what it is, man. BiggDogg Chico. Hey, hold down. Y'all know what it is. Big Dog Chico coming to you live and direct, back like vertebrae once again, man. Y'all make sure y'all get in the comment section, get in the like section, hit the subscribe button, and let me know where you're checking in from right now. Put your city in your state in your chat, and y'all know what it is, man. Let's go. Turn me up. Let's go. Go. Everybody checking in, y'all know what to do right now. Support the Buffalo. Montgomery, Alabama. Carrollton, Georgia. Yes, sir. Sitting chat. Comment right now. Where you checking in from? We're about the same piece in the Middle East. Yeah.
So what you win if ain't no reparation? How much you spending on your preparation? I'm about them binges so to win and be the motivation. Determination is intention plus the willpower. Real power, pressure you should feel. Ours, bills tower. Over us, I overcome. I'm overcomes. I need direct transactions. Don't wanna wait till you load the funds. You hold the funds and Joseph comes.
Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Net Cooley.
The CEO, I'm taking over some. The chosen one, you throw me one, you owe me two. You holding one, I'm holding you accountable. Act like you owe me one. Look, every lesson learned is a lesson taught. Every blessing earned is a blessing caught. Promise I'm meek and humble and grateful for every bit. The head is heavy, so your promise have a heavy fit. The Big Dog Chico Show. That's sports talk. Scope up.
Zone 6.
Joe Flo.
Oh, now. Shout out all my people in the ATL, Georgia. Whatever you do, follow your Bulldog and fools like the Georgetown Hoyas. Buffalo, New York up in here. Houston, Texas. Boston, Mass. Carrollton, Georgia. Montgomery, Alabama. 808, Hawaii. Westside, Cali. Arizona. New York City. McAllen, Texas. Louisiana. Georgia, Florida. South Carolina. Tennessee. Illinois. We got JuJu in the chat right now. I don't know what it is, man. BIWDOW Chico to the place to be. I'm up and out the same piece in the Middle East. Yeah.